What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I just want to say thank you for watching all my videos, because I know you guys are out there watching, learning, applying, and I just want to give back to my audience by saying thank you. Now, for all those newcomers who are here for the first time, I just want to let you know we are talking about entrepreneurial mindset, online businesses, how to build them for the fitness coaches, and as well, we're doing fitness product reviews and talking about some of the nuances and innovations in the fitness industry. Now, guys, if you get value from my stuff, please click the like button, please comment, please share, please subscribe, because I would truly appreciate it. In today's video, we're gonna talk about building your team. Now, why is that important? Because you're gonna get to a point in your business where you have to find the right people. Now, this is the problem. And I know I always like to say this is a problem, because there are problems. I've gone through them, and I know a lot of people that have gone through them too. But we have to figure out what the solutions to the problem are, especially when you're building a team. Now, the most important thing you have to understand when building your team is you have to find people that are better than you at what you do, in the sense of what you need to fill in the gaps with. So when you find those people playing different roles that you've been playing in your business and are better than you, you will start succeeding, because you should only focus on what you're best at and delegate the rest. When you can slowly start doing that efficiently, your team will start growing, all right? Your team will start growing and supporting you. Now, the number one thing, in my opinion, what you need to do, especially if you're in the online world, in the online game, you need to first get yourself a content creator. So, content creator number one. Why? Because a content creator is going to allow you to have more time to focus on some of the more important things while they're helping you create your content, manage your content, and be able to delegate that to them, so that way you're free, you only have to show up, and you can focus on, if you're doing your sales, lead gen, whatever it is that you're doing with your online business, you can focus on that while they're doing and helping you with their content and making it look great, right? Because they're coming in with their specialty on helping you with building your brand and how to be able to market you in a completely different way with some extra nuances that you might not be able to see, and they can see that. So hire somebody who's way better than you at doing that. Now, here's the other thing. My recommendation is the next person you should get in place is somebody who can help you with your lead gen, right? So your lead gen, find somebody who can help you find new clients. Help them get good at that, right? Find somebody in your team that can go out there and get new clients, whether it's on social media or other places, but have that person understand who your target audience is, show them how to vet out your leads, show them how to speak to your ideal audience, and teach them effectively, so that way they can book appointments for you. Now you don't have to book appointments for yourself anymore, right? Now you only have to handle the sales and getting in front of the consumer or the buyer. So focus on getting that person as a number two, is somebody who's going to help you set up your appointments and understands how to speak to other people and build those relationships. Now, here's the next thing. As you keep growing, you want to get yourself out of the sales, right? Eventually, you want to remove yourself so you can now concentrate to the next level. The next thing you want to get is a salesperson. And not just a salesperson, you want to get a closer, somebody who can close deals, right? Somebody who's effective at closing. So that way, you're not the closer anymore, the only closer. Right? So you want to be able to get that next closer in place, right? So they can start closing those deals, and now you can step back and not have to worry about doing that anymore. Now you can focus on the next level of greatness in your business, on what you're great at, right? Focus on what you're great at in building your business. All right, so that's number three, get your sales closer, okay? Number four, what you should look into getting next is finding yourself somebody who can work your back end, right? So finding a back end person who can handle your tracking systems, your softwares, maybe run ads eventually for you, or run ads currently, somebody who can help you with understanding how to keep everything in one portal, one software, or two, where that way you can put your team in there and everybody has somewhere to be able to put their performance, put their numbers, track everything accordingly, And that way you can keep track of your team efficiently. So have somebody in there who can build these things out, who can also build funnels out for you. Like I mentioned, the ads, and they can read all this information and give you that information, or you can get it yourself from in there without having to go crazy and saying, how are they performing? How is this person performing? Are they hitting their leads? Are they closing your deals? You won't know if you don't have a right tracking system. So find a back-end guy who can work that for you, manage it for you, build it for you, and give you the adequate tools to have a successful team in place, right? And then to run the ads that are gonna bring you more leads as well. And then from there, you can start scaling. Now, another big component. So that's finding your back-end guy. Number 4, another big component that you're gonna need is, you're gonna eventually need a VA or an assistant. So a virtual assistant or an actual assistant that you can work in with person depending on what you're doing. But because we're talking online business, we're gonna say VA. So virtual assistant, somebody who's gonna help you with some of the tedious work that's still important, but tedious to the level you're at, so that way you can manage and work on the bigger stuff, and you can actually pour more onto your team. Now you can give yourself more onto your team because you have more time. You can train your team better, and now you can focus on doing other things. So have your VA book your appointments, set up your meetings, right? Handle some of the emails coming in for you, so that way she can look at your schedule and plug people in at where your schedule has openings. All right, you don't have to do this yourself anymore. You don't have to worry or stress out about that. They will update you about anything new coming through, right? They're gonna keep on track with where things are coming in. And now also you can have her set up future appointments that you need to set up, right? For yourself, for your day-to-day, other things that are important for you, whether it's a doctor's appointment or something that you have to do that maybe has nothing to do with the business. You can have her set up, or him set up those appointments for you ahead of time, and you don't have to worry about them. So guys, you're covered on all areas. You're covered on all areas. And now you have a team to help you and support you doing what they specialize in better than you. And when you can fill yourself around a room of people that are better at you, at doing what they need to do, you're gonna win, right? You're gonna win. It's your job to lead and be a leader for your team now. Learn from your team, grow with your team, educate your team, show your team, be the example for your team, right? Why? Because when you can do that, you're gonna have a successful business. Especially when you're running something online, this is super important, right? Because your focus, again, should only be focused on what's most unique to you and what you're strongest at. So you can go out there and put that more onto the world, because that's what's gonna make you stick out. That's where you're at your best, when you're doing what you're best at. So guys, if you haven't built your team yet, start building it today, but only if you're in the position for building it. Now, you guys might ask yourself, how do I know? Well, this is how you somewhat know, okay? I'm not gonna tell you there's an exact, but this is how you somewhat know. You somewhat know when you start feeling overwhelmed, when you start feeling stressed, when you start feeling like you can't take any more workload, when you start feeling that every task you're taking on, because you're gonna have to do all of these positions first, overbearing, they're starting to get very stressful, difficult. And difficult, what I mean difficult is that it's starting to just get bombarded, right? You can't take on any of those more tasks, and it's taken away from your main priority at what you're best at. When you start feeling that that's what's going on, that's usually when you want to tell yourself, I need help, right? And then start with the number one, especially if you're online and on social media. It should be the first one you start with, because that alone is going to free up, and then you're going to start also continuing doing the other ones until you fill this one, until you fill up the other ones. And then the same thing, then you feel the same position again. Oh shoot, I'm stuck again, I need help. Get the second one. Okay, now you're still doing the other roles, but you got 2 roles covered. Same process, all right? So every time you have that feeling, obviously, go into your books, make sure it makes sense, look at your numbers, make sure you're not gonna be losing money, all right? Make sure that it's not gonna affect your pockets, and make sure you're ready for that, all right? So make sure you're ready for that. But if you are, you gotta go get it, because your team is what's gonna help you succeed. Remember, if you do this alone, you're only gonna go this far. But when you do this with a team, you're gonna start winning the championships. So guys, go get your team, go build it, go get it, go be a leader, and I'll catch you in the next one. Like, subscribe, share, please turn the bell on, and let's go.